How are Instagram guitarists lying to you? Well, I reacted to this video on Twitch and I wanted to share my thoughts while showing you other ways these performances can be manipulated. Also used my recently recorded track Purple Haze by Jimi Hendrix as an example, a cover that was mostly done in one take. There was some sub-outs of words and I show you guys that in this video. Honestly, after checking this out, it just makes me really appreciate Japanese guitars specifically. The reason why I mentioned them is because they have the most authentic playthrough on guitar. For example, we got Lisa X. Luna from Asterism, I think I said her name right. Check those guitars out if you've never heard of them before. They are two prime examples of how you can play authentically and not cheat the system. Just practice, hone your skill. They just put a phone out there and record it, and I really appreciate that. That's why I love Japanese music so much in general, because of how authentic it does feel when they do put up those little guitar playthroughs. Not saying that they're the only ones. There's also other guitarists from other places from all over the world that do the same thing. So let's get into it. Let's dissect the process and talk about where we draw the line between creativity and deception. If you don't know who I am, my name is Alan. I'm a sound engineer and musician. Hope you enjoy this clip. Let's go ahead and see why Instagram guitarists are lying to you. I think it's gonna play into what we just listened to right now, actually.
Whew. That was very tough. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounded a little too perfect. So here is a raw DI of me playing that same part. Here's what the actual DI of what I just played sounds like.
Hey, it's Logic.
So what did I show you before? It was an edited DI, but I played along with it to make it seem real. Now, I've noticed a handful of Instagram guitarists that are actually doing this. And I really don't think that there's anything wrong with editing your playing and miming along to it.
You think he's going to call him out?
There's anything wrong with that. That's kind of a standard of today. But when you film something showing that you're not faking it, but that's a lie, I don't like that. And I don't think you want to be lied to either. If you're hiding it, sure. But blatant lying, that's different. So here's this Instagram guitarist, Dave Lover. Big following, as you can see. And he posted this video.
I had a ton of people calling this video fake, so here's a DI of it, but I'm gonna play you the riff first.
That was really cool, right?
That wasn't really cool. I didn't think that was cool at all. Did you guys think that was cool? I didn't think it was. That was just fucking annoying sounds. I didn't like the tone at all. Really horrible.
Showing that it's real. Do you see the similarities to my video?
Match up.
Now this guy can obviously play. You can't even fake that you can play along to it that well without being able to play. But here's what really gave it away for me. Notice right here, his top string is ringing out while he's going to tap. But in the audio, you can hear that the top string actually gets muted and all you hear is the tapping.
Wow.
Gotcha. Now let me show you how it's edited and faked. So when you saw me playing along to the real DI, all you saw on the screen was this, which is what I actually recorded. But really, this channel was muted. And what you were hearing was in these hidden tracks. I've got hidden tracks here. There's this edited track right here. And I had to count myself in to follow along. What I've done here is I've tracked everything at a slower speed, and then I've chopped it and edited it to a faster speed. So down here, you'll see this unedited track. Here's what that sounds like. As you can see here, I'm playing it really slow. And that's because I really just need the initial strum of the note, not how long it's held out.
So some guitarists do this. Man, I wish I made a video about this actually, because there was one guitarist that did this where he hid the tracks. And if I remember correctly, that green light stays up here. That green light stays on the entire time. And I'll make sure I'm correct on that in a second when I pull up my project. But yeah, that green light stays on, and he did like a video playing along or whatnot, and the green light was like on, which means you're hiding tracks.
And then I can cut them together note by note and fade them together. And then if I join these into one audio track,
it'll be like one constant audio. Yep.
And you wouldn't even know that it actually was edited.
Yeah.
Because it looks like one track.
Like what we were hearing with Lisa X, for example, was totally 100% real. And you could tell because of the way that she was playing. You can just tell it's real. It's always thought like the Instagram guitarists, like some that you see, they're just highly edited. Like there's no mistakes whatsoever. So it just depends on what layer of lying you're acceptable with, because they might be actually playing it, but they're cutting out every single little bleed note. And I'll show you what I mean by that. You see how there's no H on here, right? There's no H at all in my file. So some of these people that you would see, they would have the H there. Now, if I hit H, it shows up. You guys can see it shining at the top right there. And that's how you know. So if you see that in a video, that's how you know they're faking it. If you see this right here, that's how you know. If it's off, then you're seeing everything. And as you can see in my project, I'm not hiding any files at all. So see how nothing changes? Nothing changes at all. So that H didn't pop up until I hit H. So that's how you know. If it's so for example, if I select all these real quick and just hit H, bam, they're gone, you know. But the thing is, you'll see that H up at the top. That's the thing. So I get what he's saying, but it's very obvious when you see that. Because some guitarists will be like, oh, look, I'm doing the actual recording. But in reality, the recording's still going. And you can kind of tell because the waves aren't matching up. And then you can do this thing called printing. So what they do is they hide one of the tracks. Okay, so they'll hide one of these tracks right here. They'll hide one of these tracks and they'll engage it for recording. So this is how they cheat, okay? So they engage one of these tracks for recording. I can't remember who I saw do this. So they engage one, right? You see how it's flashing red right now? So it's flashing red, but then you can hide the track. Let's say this one's my perfect performance, right? So I hide my perfect performance and I can make this track route into the one that I'm recording, which would be this one. So I can take this track here and then I can send it, instead of to the stereo, I can send it out to that other track right here. So once I send it out to that track, I just go ahead and hit H to hide everything. And then I just be like, hit record and start playing. But all it is printing the already pre-recorded track into the new track. And that's how people cheat. That's why I think with a lot of my like random playthroughs, I just record it with a fucking camera. So there's no fucking question. You're just like playing it with a good iPhone camera. It's just as good. If you're really playing it, play it while you're recording with an iPhone. I think fuck the whole MIDI thing. If you really want to prove that you're doing it right, do it live. Do it live with a phone. There's so many ways, so many tricks to cheat with this. And you can tell right here, we're keeping this like a live performance. With guitar without, man. Yeah, just play it. So, for example, right here, this is another way that people could do this. If you see these arrows, so these are my multiple takes that I took of a performance, right? So you can see right here, I recorded one take. There's a take where I stopped. There's another full take here. There's one I started and stopped. Another full take here. There was one vowel or word that I liked on this one more, so I added that one up to there. So this would be not done in one take, you know, but the problem is people lie about it. But you would never be able to tell because they only take that one piece, so it seems like a different thing, but it's still cheating. A lot of people do this. They'll put it in there. I'm actually pretty proud of myself because I only had to sub out one little note, but you know, that's how they do it. That's how they cheat it. You can see the exact, it tells you on here how many takes I did, right? I can't remember what note I took out. My happy or misery. See, I like that misery better than this misery. My happy or misery. I didn't like that because it was too loud, like it's too weird. So I like the nuance of this one better. Or misery. Yeah, and that's how you do it. I should come out on my video and say, did this all in one take after showing this to you guys. How many people do you think I could get to believe? I should just be like, I did this all in one take and just put it on. I'm going to do it. Fuck it. Who cares? Let's see what happens. We'll run a social experiment on everybody online, okay? I'm be like, did this in one take? Because I can make this pretty believable. The reason why I can make this believable is because I recorded my camera at the same time I did the audio. So I did do this so everything will match up. So what I did was I hit record and I played on my phone and this. So this will actually sync up with my footage. It's only one word that I subbed out. So literally I did this part in one take, but subbed out one word. Obviously, I attempted it 8 times, and then this is just a single performance. But yeah, there's just a lot of ways to trick everything. And honestly, if you really want to see somebody do their performance in one take, go to see them live. Oh my God, you can't even do it live anymore either because people do backing tracks. So anyways, I guess you'll never know. If you like the song, you like the song. Now, while working on this video about fake guitar performances on Instagram, it got me thinking, where do we actually draw the line? I'd love to hear what you guys think. Where do you draw the line on this whole entire situation? And honestly, this isn't just about guitars. It's something we see everywhere in music and other creative fields. So let me know your thoughts down below. And also, speaking of frauds, make sure you go ahead and check out this fraud right here. We had fun with this one over on Twitch. So see you guys in the next one. See you!